Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Stewards Stream for this week. No Matty this week, so it's actually me running it, which I haven't done in ages. Not a lot of reports today, so I've added in a little thing, as you may have seen in the video title. We can look at highlights from the meme race that we ran instead of the Race of Champions on Saturday. So
as Josh dies a little inside.
Yeah. All that died inside me was reborn when we did the meme race straight afterwards. Honestly, it was so much fun. It's been so long. I've missed driving that car.
The first report is going to be 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
So it should be nice and quick. It could be done in 20 minutes.
And G750 is reporting Kevin doesn't hold brakes, does dangerous rejoin.
I think I remember seeing this. He just randomly spun off the track. I didn't expect. Holy shit!
Yeah, I think it's 5 seconds for Kevin.
Can we double check to see if Kevin was out of control or in control?
No way he was.
Gotta check it anyway. Gotta check it anyway.
You got the cockpit camera or not?
Not initially. Well, should be able to see from the pedals in the bottom left.
Oh yeah.
That's out of control. Oh, okay. So we will need the cockpit view then, but that's looking like potentially out of control. It's not like he's actively trying to.
But actually,
I'm gonna show it again.
I mean, we kind of made a decision before. It was kind of similar. When people are not like holding their brakes, it's kind of responsible.
Hey, we found a precedent. We've remembered another precedent. I'll add that on. Actually, no, that's not even a precedent. That's in the rules, isn't it?
I don't know exactly, but
we
usually do it that way.
Yeah.
Say again?
Cockpit view?
Yes.
It looks like he was trying to save it by using a little bit of throttle and turning it in the left rate, which is fair enough, I think. That's how we lost it. He's running perpendicular to he attempts.
It's definitely not a conscious decision to go to the track, but at the same time he wasn't holding the brakes, which doesn't help.
I would be willing to say 2 seconds for not holding his brakes.
I'm
agree
inclined to agree. I'm just going to double check the rejoining.
I just don't. I don't. I don't see him being able to do much more than hold his brakes there. I still think even then he'd probably going across. But we do say, hey, if you're off track, out of control, you should hold your brakes.
2 seconds seems fair.
Yeah, I agree. Have we got a precedent there? It's not in the rules. Are we setting a precedent there? You must hold your brakes?
I mean, that's what we've always said, is when you're out of control of your vehicle...
Well, that's true, but in this case, I'm trying to think, if it's such a low grip surface, you know what they say when you're driving on ice and you brake, it doesn't help. But is that different here? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But... Okay, great input.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what more you want. Like we've always said, if you're not in control of your vehicle, you should hold brakes. And that's what I'm basing my 2 seconds off of here, is that he was not in control of his vehicle and was not holding his brakes.
So should we move on?
Yep. 2 seconds, 0 points.
23:30. This is a lap 1 report. Zhao is reporting Beso Freak. Middle to the end of lap 1, me and Beso Freak. Base punts slightly into turn 11. But the real issue is when he goes off track and sends me into really bumpy gravel at turn 13.
Okay, I think this is turn 11 here, so we can play from here. Barely anything that one. So the curb seems to cause him to basically lose a little bit of control and go into Joao. Obviously, Joao left plenty of space.
Maybe he was going too fast as well for the inside line.
Are we talking Basso or Joao here?
Bass.
Basso going too free. Yes. There is something to be said for taking a racing line that's a bit wide. That's what I was doing in the panels,
Maybe,
but that's not really
It was too slow
relevant
as well.
here. I mean, you can see that his right wheels are off the ground, so it's already lifting him, sort of pushing him wider than he would want to in this scenario. So the question is this negligence or a mistake?
I mean, he goes like half throttle, brake, lifts off, so he's a bit uncertain. You see?
Yeah, so he's clearly aware of the situation. He's trying to. Well, no, he's braking for the corner. Actually, you'd brake
Yeah, he's
much hard. I would
braking.
brake much harder for the corner, but that's I'm in a panels.
Yeah,
So-
you know, from what I see, I think he was fighting really hard and carries too much speed into this corner, takes a bad line into this corner, and this is the result. I think this is 5.
I mean, yeah, you could say it's moderate.
I'm not sure whether to give this 5 or 2 because it's not a significant amount of negligence rather. Is that the same thing? I can't do the same thing. This first tap is nothing. That's hard racing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is reported.
it's this one here.
Actually, I meant the tab before. Actually, it wasn't that tab.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, a tap
Wait,
before that.
what's the
Okay.
time
I mean, you shouldn't really
again?
be talking about that. 23:30.
It's just to explain. When I did the report, there wasn't a replay provided, so I wrote. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Just
so yeah, there's
explain.
no replay provided yet. Redacted.
Yeah,
Rectified that in
there
your
wasn't
reports. That's sorted already.
Yeah, I added the timestamp, not Joe.
I think the vote here
Can
is
you-
2 or 5.
so should we vote?
I think so. Redacted.
5.
G.
5.
Never mind then. Okay, 5 it is.
And we will move on to AF1.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you.
Nice and easy.
Well, I was expecting somebody to report me, but okay.
Okay, on your stream. Redacted. Here we go. How easy is this going to be for you?
Should be all right. We're going to go to 509.
This is the part where I join this and realise, oh, it's not actually working. Oh, it is working. That's fine.
Mute myself.
Screen. A bit better with that.
Okay. This report is 5 minutes, 9 seconds. Zhao and God dang that Dutch name.
Botterhammertje.
That's the one. Lap 1, turn 11. Was just crazy. Besides braking ridiculously late and taps me into the hairpin.
5th one along top row. Great skins. Yep. That is full on neglect. 5 seconds, I think.
Doubled 210.
Oh, so Basso should be double to 10 as well from place.
I did do that.
Yeah, I'm noting for my own records as well because I need to sort the results out.
Yep.
Okay, fine. You won't be able to see who's talking, but you've got the bigger window now. There you go.
6. This one is going to be 6 minutes and 14 seconds. Oh,
Look at that. Beautiful.
1 second off. Look at that.
Oh.
This is Jake and Josh. Say the name.
Botterhammertje. I'm going to assume because you can't say it, it's the only one you can't say. I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's accident prone. I'm just.
left me no space in turn 2, and then pushed me onto the curb and cut me off on the very next corner, which caused me to go off and rejoin badly. If I put any steering lock rejoining that track, I would have probably spun because of throttle input. Okay.
Okay, we'll just see what comes up.
Well then.
Is it that? Is it that?
I mean, yeah, I'm
I'm
assuming
guessing so.
that's because he gets ran wide right here into turn 2, which is right up here.
Who's the other person?
Where's Jake?
Who's the other person?
Oh,
Jake,
yeah,
Jake
this is Jake. Yeah.
Who's reporting again?
Bot.
Okay, Butter.
Yeah. I literally am. I'm having an aneurysm even trying to read that because it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's really difficult to.
Okay, we'll go for full English doing this. Okay, say it with me. Butter. Hammer.
Hammer.
Tier.
Butter hammer.
Butter hammer tier.
Anyway, he says that Jake forces him off here in turn 2. Left me no space in turn 2.
Well, they're not alongside. Straight away. By the exit of the corner, at least, they're not alongside.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not
that feels a lot like Hamilton Verstappen at Bahrain, turn 4. The car ahead's made the move, but he's gone off track to finish the move. It just
I don't think there's
not particularly
I don't think there's anything there.
I think there's something to be said for Jake possibly needing to go a little bit further to the right, perhaps, but I still don't think it's enough for a penalty at all. A warning at most, but let's. I mean, this first bit isn't anything at all.
Yeah.
He went too wide. He went off his own free will. If he'd have slowed down, he would have been alongside him and would have been punted off. Sure.
And
but that's not what happened.
I mean,
I think there's room for both of them here.
Yeah.
This is just merely a racing incident.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything involved there because there's room for both cars. It's not like Jake is squeezing him all the way to the left.
I mean, I think he might be a little bit because I think there's something to be said for him not making the apex for the next corner.
Who, Jake?
Jake, yeah.
Well, I would be willing to say
turning more to the left than I would expect.
Him being unsettled right there causes him to have it late into this corner.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
And I mean, there's definitely
I would have pointed a bit tighter for the apex. I would have gone straight for the apex, but that's just me. My driving style isn't always the best.
There's definitely a car's width here. They tap, and that puts Jake's car pointing farther to the left than he would have been.
Yeah.
So he's having to correct that, which induces slight understeer. I think that's just a racing incident.
I agree.
All in favour?
Yeah.
Cool. Racing incident next. So no
627.
This will be
We're gonna get
rejoin.
Zhao is reporting this rejoin.
Interesting.
Yep. Question is, how bad?
Can you go again from Zwa's POV?
Okay, people are talking. That's relief. I thought everyone was just silent. Okay. I mean, he's turning like Bottom is not even there.
Yes, and that is my problem with this. Like, I feel like,
but still,
Zhao is at least marginally culpable for what happens here.
I mean, you can make a point that Bottom is rejoining as careful as he can, slowly and stuff, and gradually, but.
Yeah, like I like he's in full control of his car. He doesn't come diving across the racetrack or any erratic moves. I am 100% willing to argue that Zhao has more than enough time to react to this car rejoining.
I agree. But it does make this a very tricky situation. Let me get the look at the rules. Like, I know I wrote them, but I forget. A car leave. Making sure they rejoin without interfering with the drivers.
Yeah, like,
But,
you know, he's making this rejoin, and there's absolutely no way that Zhao's going to be on his car radar. You're not going to see him because he's facing the direction the cars are going. You're not going to see Zhao coming up behind you until he's on car radar. But Zhao can see him. And I mean, if you look at the dang track map with all the drivers on it, it's a mess anyway. You can't tell what's going on it.
what? Can I see the onboarders route and then in slow motion? What evasive action did he actually take here? That's very late decision, I think. Yeah, the full application of the brakes doesn't happen until about 5 meters from his arse.
And he continues to go for the apex, like he can see
He's
him.
trying to cut as close a line as possible around him.
Like, why?
I quote the philosophy from iRacing, where the safest way or the fastest way to win a race is to be safe. You're going to lose more time crashing into someone than you're going to lose by just slowing down and being cautious going round him.
Yeah, I know we normally put all the blame on the rejoining car here, but I honestly think he did everything he could to rejoin the track in as safe as a manner as possible.
Yeah, given where he had to rejoin, because he couldn't really go much further. He's on the inside of a fast corner. He waited until everyone was out of the way, and he got some gap. And the next car's coming along, and it's a really tricky situation to judge this one, because yes, it's a rejoin that's hindered another car, but did the hindered car do everything he could have done?
Do anything
to
at
mitigate? All. He did do something, but could he have done more to mitigate the situation?
Yeah, because I mean, he has not done anything to go towards this corner yet. In fact, he's still steering for the last corner.
Yeah. I mean, every corner floats.
He can see the car on the next corner, and that's where you would be looking. And he just steers straight into him.
I honestly don't know where to go from here, so I'm curious what everyone else thinks should be the course of action here. Are we thinking penalty for bot amateur? Are we thinking penalty for Joao? Penalty for both? Racing incident? What?
Maybe a warning for Joao, because okay, he's rejoining at the apex, but he's doing everything he can to minimize the risk, and still Joao just ends punting him.
Yeah, I feel like the only person who made a conscious effort, the most negligent party here is Zhao. It's like you just said, he could have sacrificed maybe 0.2 of a second, gone a little wider, lifted a little bit in that corner, and none of this would have happened. Bother is just I mean, he's doing everything he can. Even at this point,
Let's just double
I
check
doubt
if
I doubt he can see Zhao on car radar.
he wouldn't be able to. No.
Yeah, I doubt he would. Yeah, so
No.
like Zhao's the only person who can see what's going on here and
He's got
does it anyway.
the only data that I would expect Botterhamager to have in this scenario would be real time. To see, oh look, there's a car coming pretty close, but even at this sort of speed difference, it's shit.
Yeah, it'd be complete shit. And if he had the track map open like I've got, you can't see anything on it.
Yeah, but that's the AF Race Control app that no one else has because it's buggy.
Oh, it works perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Try clicking onto many different people at once.
Oh, you just have to know the bug. You just can't click on anybody who's left the server. That's what crashes it.
There you go, Mythic. That's what's wrong with it. He's been looking for the ideas.
So, should we take a vote?
Let's check Botterhamager's rejoin for a second. Oh, I was about to sneeze there. I stopped myself. Could he have done more? Should he have gone, further along? Or was he just sort of taking the shortest possible line? See, that angle makes it look different. It looks more as if Botterhamager's sort of suddenly come on.
I don't think he suddenly comes on.
And hit a passing Zhao, but
I don't think he suddenly comes on. He's very gentle onto it, and if he continues going on the grass, the risk of him spinning out, and tapping the throttle to keep going, is extremely high. And spinning onto the track, which would have the same results.
Okay, I think we need to take a vote on this one. That said, I have no idea what I'm going to vote on this.
I have no clue. Like,
no further action.
I can't decide.
Nah.
Can I ask a question, about the rules, or not?
No.
Okay.
Not now. Maybe later. Josh, what's the rejoin rule actually say?
Bear with me. Here it is. If a car leaves the track for any reason, they must rejoin it in a safe manner. This includes making sure they rejoin without interfering other drivers. A car may only reverse if it is absolutely necessary and must reverse for as short a distance as possible. Unsafe rejoins will be penalised under Article 21.4C to D. That's 5 and 10 seconds.
I mean, you clearly can't give this 5 for either one.
I've just realised something about our penalty earlier in AF3 with Kevin.
With the rejoin for 2?
Yeah. When the minimum was 5.
I mean, this makes a case to increase the gap between penalties, probably, not to increase the penalty itself. Like to have actual rejoining for 2.
Alright,
Yeah, normally this is a sort of... I tell you, there's a little bit to be said for netcode. Because if you notice, it's not like a slam into the rear of the car. It's like a brush down the side that just clips him. So I'm thinking it's sort of rear wheel to front wheel. So just do it even slower.
That's as slow as it goes.
5 times?
Don't even touch.
It only goes to 12 times slow. There you go.
Oh, never mind. I'm
there
wrong.
we go. It's 5 times fast forward that you can go to. Yeah, okay, no, that collision was always
in reality, like...
I'm starting to lead towards 5 for Botterhammer and a warning for Joao. That's where I stand on that, I think. It's very difficult. I'm only saying I think we should upgrade Kevin's from AF3 to 5 as well, because that's what our regulations say we should do. That's the minimum penalty for rejoin.
I mean, if it's the minimum, okay.
Yeah.
But
it's a similar situation here for Botterhammer. It's sort of, yeah, he's rejoining the track on the apex of a really fast corner.
I mean, I'm alright with that.
And Drow should have taken more care.
I'm really not okay with that, but I'm going to be overruled.
What do you suggest?
I don't know. Like I'm really torn on this, but I have a really hard time blaming him, because with the information he would have, he joined the track in a safe manner. He's back on the track here. He's not up to speed, but he's back on the track here. He now has to get back up to speed, but he was never going to get back up to speed on the grass.
Yeah, but
and
getting up
there's
to speed
there's not a car here that he would know about. He would absolutely not know that Zhao was right here.
To be clear, getting up to speed after the rejoin is still part of the rejoin.
Right, but
So
again,
he's still rejoining the track.
It's not. This isn't negligence. It's not negligence. There's zero negligence here on his part.
I think there is something to be said for he should be maybe trying to join after the corner, but I don't know whether that's. I'm not entirely sure whether we could expect that from him. Or we should expect that from anybody.
I don't think we should expect that. And even if he went around the corner, right, and rejoined on the exit of the corner, now he's rejoining on the exit of a blind turn and going to be low speed and have to immediately turn right. So he's still going to be, asked out there. And I think he did everything right here. And it's just a tragic, unfortunate timing here. And I hate to say it's a poor decision by Zhao to hug a rejoining car that closely.
I agree. And yeah, on reflection, if that is negligence on the part of Zhao for doing so, for hugging him too closely. It's not a mistake. It's negligence. So maybe I think let's start by agree on Zhao's penalty. We'll come back to Bottomhammer in a minute. 2 or 5 for Zhao. Or sorry, no penalty, 2 or 5.
For Joao.
For Joao. Just for Joao for now. I'm thinking 2.
Yeah, probably.
Ratchet?
Yeah, I can see that. He's definitely culpable and negligent in this case.
Okay. So Joao's getting 2 seconds, no license points. What about Bottomhammer? The regulations say we don't have a 2-second penalty to hand, so it's warning or 5.
At the most, I would say a warning, but I honestly don't even think it's that, because I think he did everything right.
Yeah, like 5 is...
5's way too much. I think he did everything right.
And maybe not everything right, but...
there is something to be said for waiting till after, or driving to after the corner, but we can't say for certain that would have been a better move, and we need to expect that drivers will want to get back on track as soon as they safely can do, and having to drive on the grass for an extra 100 meters round to the end of the corner is possibly asking a bit too much,
and just dangerous. And again, like I said, there's more than enough room here that he has safely rejoined the track and has to come up to speed, and the cars that are coming up, can expect that, oh, hey, there's a slow car there, I need to overreact. Because if he was just stopped there, if that's where he came to a stop, we wouldn't say anything about it. If he was literally stopped there, if that's where his car came to a stop and he was not trying to rejoin at all, we wouldn't even say anything at all about it.
I mean, in that scenario, actually, he would have rejoined the track and then stopped on track.
Well, no, like if he had slid across this grass after his little hit and came to a natural stop right there.
I see. With no
right, we wouldn't say and he was just sitting there on his brakes waiting for cars to go past. We wouldn't say anything about it.
But again, we're considering hypotheticals.
I think he did everything right. He's not perpendicular to the track. He's not joining at an aggressive angle.
So the vote is warning or 2? 5, sorry. Can't do 2.
Warning.
I mean, my input is irrelevant now, but I was going to say warning as well. So there we go. 2 seconds for Joao, warning for Bottom-Amateur.
What you're going to like put on the report on my 2 seconds?
2 seconds, no points.
I know, but like for based on what rule?
Causing a collision is what I put on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll. Like,
That's probably the only one that we need to be.
I'll open a ticket, but let's move on anyway.
That's cool. And then somebody
The appeal
else
will be for picking the wrong regulation to have broken.
Somebody
That's what
else
that sounds like, at least.
we're gonna go 34-32, and it's gonna be Charles and Zhao. And Charles reports that this is how Super Formula lights are made.
Was it that, or was it this?
No, it's
no, it's totally my
So
fault.
that's how Hamiltons are born.
That's how Max Verstappen hits a wall.
Whoa!
You passed through him.
Revenge act. No
I remember
further
saying,
action.
I think I remember saying, oh, it'd be so nice if you could see, like a Weber thing at Valencia where they just go over the top of the car. That's basically as close as we're going to get in AC. That was properly, I'm climbing over the car. So we've got Gerhard here, and who's the guy in front?
Charles.
Charbatron, okay. So pause, wait for it, now. Are they alongside? No.
No.
Okay.
No, they are not.
Now, slow mo from here. Charles giving enough room. I'm thinking this is Joao's fault here. Yeah. He's clipped the curb and it's drifted him wide and into Charles. Who's reporting this?
Charles.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Charles gave him
That's an easy 5 for me.
So,
all the room.
mistake.
I like how Zhao was like, that's an easy 5 for himself.
Mistake or negligence? Just the easy stuff to start off with.
Negligent mistake.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just...
Whichever
This
comes
is
first.
This is 5.
Negligence.
A negligent mistake is still a mistake. Sorry, negligent mistake is still negligence.
Yeah, it's still negligence.
And that, yeah, so
Okay, the
I think
negligence
2
that gives
seconds.
a 5.
I think
Yeah,
2 seconds.
just give 5 and move on. This is pretty ugly.
I think 2 seconds, honestly. It's only a small one.
I mean, yeah, I gotta go anyway, so bye. And, yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Joe. I mean, that's the question.
Nah, it's 5. It's 5.
G?
Can I say it one more time?
Do you want it in slow
You
motion?
can
Do you want it full
indeed.
speed? What do you want?
Yeah, a bit of slow motion.
Repeat it slow
Not
motion.
10x, come on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
I mean, somebody said Jad didn't need to go that far to the inside.
So cockpit maybe, if he's steering enough.
Is that how Alan McNish crashed? At 1:30 hours. Is that how he did it?
Isn't this where somebody hit a tractor?
Other side.
Yeah, it was right across his gravel trap, wasn't it?
No, it was a Dunlop curve the other side of the barrier.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I think he's steering enough for this, even if he's on the inside. So maybe 2.
Okay, 2 it is.
Okay.
Next one.
39 minutes.
This is the last one.
This is. And Beauty.
Oh, yes.
Beauty is reporting Jacques Olivier. Lack of space on the back straight, forced onto grass. Hey, we saw this on stream.
We did.
We did. Got a pretty good view of it as well. This one's gonna get messy. Oh boy.
I'll also run the outside.
Okay. At what point do they start? Do they start being alongside?
A bit later.
Zoom it out a little bit more. I want you to go frame by frame.
That right there?
No.
No.
Thank you, somebody. Wasn't looking.
How about that?
Thank you, Drift Hub TV.
How about that?
Nope.
That?
Just tilt the camera towards the front. Not quite. Yeah, top down view is probably better. Yeah, okay. A little bit further.
That's got to be it. Tip of the wing.
That'll do it.
Tip of the wing is definitely on the wheel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a car's width here. Are we all agreeing on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
This is where it gets awkward.
He's on the line.
Mm-hmm.
They are by rule alongside.
I think we need to go frame by frame for this one.
Oh, I was just gonna run it.
Maybe 10x slow would
I
be
was just
better.
gonna run
We
it.
miss most of the incident if we do it at 12. If we try and get from 5 to 12 times speed, so maybe go back a little bit, or do that. That works. Okay, Beauty's gone onto the grass of his own free will. Jack's still got given the room. He's still alongside. Beauty moves left. Still okay, still okay.
Hey.
It's about to not be okay.
Not
Or
okay.
is it about to not be okay? That is a car's width and nothing more. There's a car's width there, but Beauty's sort of had to take a little bit of a... He's gone a little bit further to the right here. Is that...
He's counter steered.
Oh, man. That is awkward. Have you got some extra app we don't know about, Jack, where you can, like, as well as car radar, is also plotting the sides of the track or something? Because what you've given there is a car's width and 0 millimeters more. Not a single extra inch. And what has essentially happened here is Beauty's been spooked. Because that is a car's width.
I mean, if you go exactly 1 car width, then it's gonna be netcode, so you're gonna crash.
Correct.
Because of netcode.
Yeah, but you know,
But I don't think the incident's finished. So let's keep playing.
Okay.
Just to see if Jack moves to the right or something. I don't know, because at the minute it's looking like racing incident. But
You know, this looked so much worse on stream. Like I gotta
slow-mo,
apologize here because I thought this was dirty and
it was a
when I was
terrifying
in the
move.
stream.
When it's happening so fast, it
DSQ in the
300
chat.
Ks at this point. It's a terrifying move.
Like there's still a car's width there.
Yeah, and this is 50 meters before 1:30 hour as well.
And now he's starting to turn for the corner.
Yeah. But if we blindly follow the rules here, Jack provided exactly 1 car's width for Beauty.
But can you
So-
realistically provide exactly 1 car's width? I mean, this is online racing.
Yo, how could he even see that?
You just know, man. And also,
How does
I mean, he has
how
the
does
world
he
record on this
know?
track. He probably can X-ray the
How does he
the
know? Like,
lines.
yo, like from this view, it literally looks like his right tire is riding the line, and there's a whole car's width there.
I think, as we say in Britain, I think you should have gone to Specsavers.
Oh,
That reference
what
will
a-
be completely over your head.
Oh yeah, it's completely over my head. Yeah, no further
It
action.
basically means get your glasses checked. But
Maybe warning.
No,
not,
listen,
not
like,
even
no
that.
further.
There's nothing wrong here. I mean, Beauty gets spooked and goes onto the grass. That's about all she wrote, I'm afraid.
We make a new rule right here and right now. Yeah.
I mean, right there's a small move to the right that spooks Beauty. But Beauty's at the same Specsavers. He says we have Specsavers in Netherlands too.
I mean, now Beauty's scared. He's like, what?
So, oh my god, he's pushed me off.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
I mean,
no
this
fur-
would require a third-person camera and like so straight with, so you can actually fit there.
Well, that is the same Specsavers.
exactly a car's width.
Christ. I mean,
That's crazy.
there's a little bit
nope.
of there's a little something to be said for
So-
don't do that. Don't squeeze a car like that. 100 meters
Jack
for
has
130
beaten
but
the regulations.
Yeah, but you're starting to sound like Martin Brundle with the rules should read a car's width plus a little bit.
I mean, kinda.
He loves saying that, like, oh yeah, it should really be a car's width plus a little bit, because if you leave exactly a car's width, you're gonna have a crash. Nope, I think Jack is fully in the right here. He leaves a car's width the whole length down the straight, and as much as that pains me to say, no further action.
He has beaten the regulations. That's all.
Any objections to a no further action?
Nah.
DHQ.
And we're done. That's it.
All right. We managed to make what should have taken 20 minutes take 40 minutes, but whatever.
Well, you know, it was all because of that rejoin incident with Zhao and other guy.
Yeah,
But they're hammered here.
that's
That's the one.
Real head scratcher. But what I do have to show is a bit of a replay from our meme race.
Meme race, highlight.
Meme race.
Zloty. Ruski vodka.
It's still an AC replay. I haven't edited anything together. I'm not good at editing. But let's see. There we are. That's number 1.
Zhao. I'm just scrolling back through our Twitch chat. Someone called Zhao pro racist.
Oh, there's
Oh,
something even worse later.
fun.
What's Prodigy?
You got a stream up? Should have a stream up. If you're a bit new to AF, this
Yo,
is
me-
our meme-mobile.
The meme mobile. I didn't even know this happened.
This is what we did because the Race of Champions got cancelled. This is what we did instead. And
I
everybody
joined halfway.
loved it. This is a modified version, with permission of the Gary Patterson camper van. It's a wide body, as you could definitely tell. It's got turbo. It's got beefed up suspension. It does. I think it's something to the tune of 400 kilometers an hour.
Isn't it the
It can go 400 in reverse as well.
Isn't it the Lamborghini Huracan all-wheel drive?
It also has the Lamborghini Huracan all-wheel drive system, and it's
Bro.
just painted with
Oh,
Nice
look, it's
face,
Turkish.
With the legends of AF.
It's
Nice
Turkish
face.
Jesus.
And the license plate all says beans. And the cockpit model on the inside is phenomenal. Look at that. Yeah. This was the main race. We went for Sochi.
If you turn your game settings up and go inside the cockpit, there's a tantric sex dungeon.
Okay.
And now I have reason to not turn my game settings up. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to turn 1 here. Because turn 1 is quite spicy.
It's lights out and away
It's not even a real turn. How do you make this spicy?
It's a real turn in these cars, trust me. That is one car that's decided I'm not going to follow the rules. I mean, it's a mean race. There are no rules. So he's just going to jump the start. But he's having no fun. Who was that? I forget. Charbertrand.
What are you talking about? He's going to get through turn 1 and get his drive-through done in the time that this crash happens.
I think he rejoined P3 in the end, but this is what happened. We had people leave the track.
Assetto friends.
Yeah, this is what happens in a meme race. There are no rules. You can
racing.
punt whatever you like, and there are no track limits rules either.
Tonight on Assetto Enemies.
Hell yeah. And
Madness is Sochi.
you can just skip the corner, as you're about to see with this guy, with some of these guys. There we are. Or you can forget where the corner goes and go straight on. I don't think Jack got quite the idea of how these races work, and was quite disappointed when everyone was punting him.
Guys in the back.
Yeah,
Being
guys at the
drowned.
back.
Casually 3 wide.
These are always the most fun races we have, because the cars are just nuts, and you just punt them so easily. It's so much fun. Juan versus Ali is always fun.
Do you have the high-speed ring as well?
I don't think so. No, I didn't save that one.
Ooh.
That was another.
I was doing blockade in the tunnel.
AF safety cars at high speed ring. That was good fun. Another meme race. Down at turn 13.
Forget to brake.
Oh, Juan.
the
No,
accident.
well, I think Juan was trying to hit Ali and he missed. They racers won. They hit, but the collisions are
Close racing.
Josh,
But
I need the alter penalty button to be enabled.
you might need to do the override.
I don't know how it works.
Do you know SQL?
Not even a little bit.
Shit, I thought you would. Car's going backwards as well.
Yeah.
And flipped over, and that's when the server had a little blip. Because it couldn't quite control that. But anyway, the bit I want to skip to is the part where I die. And it's coming up right here. Yep.
Oh my. Who you collided with?
A backwards driving Nemanja.
Oh, nice.
So that in slow motion. That's
I
a perfect.
believe I can fly.
Oh man, this is just like that car that hit the catch fence in the Daytona.
Yes. Perfect vault over the barriers and into oblivion. And that's me teleporting back to the pits. These races are so much fun. If we do run them again, which we absolutely will, we're going to do it again. But yeah, you got to join. You got to join. The first race we did with these ever was at San Francisco, i.e. with jumps. Oh, what a car! What a car! That's it. Yeah, that was the mean race. On to best clips, I guess, just to finish off. Never mind, there aren't any. Okay, we're done. Not a single best clip. Not a single clip.
I am clip tip. Everyone is clip tip.
I think you said Klimp chip.
Yes. I did.
Oh, okay. But I think we'll end it there for today. This weekend we've got Friday AF3 Mosport penultimate round of the season. Jack has one hand on the title, so that's going to be finished off this weekend. As in the GT4s, Saturday we've got AF4 back for season 12. First round at Watkins Glen Short Classic in the Ginetta G55s. That will be good, I think. Nice simple track. It was chaotic last time, so definitely join that if you can, driving or watching. Then we have AFX later on in the day. That'll be at 6 p.m. UTC for round 5 at Mid Ohio. Penultimate round of the season there. Still a decent championship fight going on, I think. And nothing on Sunday. Oh yeah, AF1's done.
AF1's done. Jens is the champion. Again.
So it's his third time. He's done 2 in a row now. What else? AF1 is already full for next season for main slots, but be sure to sign up as a reserve. I'm back racing. I'm so excited. River Racing is coming back to AF1 and we're going to win it. No, we're not.
No, you're not.
I already pre-faced. Or was that post-faced?
Who's your teammate?
TBD.
TBD.
Oh, we got a
TBD.
clip.
We have a clip.
Your teammate is Team Big.
That's an old clip. Just me saying it's 5
Guys,
live from a
we have a clip.
stream from like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it.
Yes. Downvote.
Currently, Alex Baltasher will win best clips with a score of -3.
Amazing.
Anyway, that's it for today, guys. We'll see you later. Sure. Yeah, I'm not good at outros. Bye.
To the tent.